out on that field today, ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! And don't do that! And don't do that!
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's hunt now! Let's hunt now! Let's go! Let's hunt! We ready! And don't do that! And don't do that!
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yap, 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 yap. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin strap. It's embarrassing. Yap, 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 yap. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them. He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We ready! And don't do that! And don't do that! It's a wrap. Game over.
Game is not over. It's just getting started on Throwback Thursday right here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. I'm AJ Jones. Glad to be with you. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, going to be joining us here real soon. Man, I tell you what, my sincere thoughts and prayers go out to those folks down in Florida who got hit hard by Hurricane Ian. And it's now Tropical Storm Ian, and it's taking a toll on the center part of the state. It hit near the Sarasota area on what they call the west coast of Florida. And, man, I tell you what, the floods and the other things that we've seen down in that area. I used to live in Tampa, used to live in Jacksonville, Gainesville. So I know the area very well, and my sincere thoughts and prayers go out to those families down there. In fact, I've got family down there. So, again, lifting those folks up down there. Without further ado, let me bring in the doctor. Let me take that view off. Bang. There we go. Christopher.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing great, man.
You look good.
How are you? Thank you, brother.
Hey, I think I found a shirt solution for us in one of the strangest places. Somebody I didn't even know. I was sitting next to, do you know Amber Shaw? Do you know Amber Shaw? She works for KCOH.
That name rings a bell, yeah.
Yeah, she does morning drive at KCOH.
Okay.
She and I were working in the church yesterday. She's got us hooked up where we're going to have multiple cameras for our service now. And she picks up the phone and she calls somebody and she's talking about them making shirts. I'm like, hold on. Hey, do they do embroidery? She said, yeah. I said, I need that number. So I got us, man. I got us covered.
Great. Because the first person I contacted, they're understaffed, so on delays. And
okay.
I'm not sure about our logo is best for embroidering or print screen. So we'll try.
And they do both, so they got you covered. I
awesome.
just want an honorary one because you ain't never asked me to be on the show. And
you know, brother, that's right. My fault about that. You are right about that.
One of my female friends on the show, so I know what's going on, but I want an honorary shirt and I'll be quiet. How about that?
You know, that is right. You putting truth out there.
Why you stay my friend, I don't know, but I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, brother. Yes, you keep me grounded, so that is important.
I told somebody a friend of, well, he ain't even a friend. He's an acquaintance, an associate. He's like a fifth generational play cousin. You know what I mean? I said, yeah, that dudes like that keep me praying. I ain't mad at him. I don't hate him, but dudes like that keep me praying. So, hey, Kris, it's Throwback Thursday, man. A lot going on out there. I missed Rockets Media Day.
I've been busy, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I was on my way to the State Fair Classic Media Day. I was thinking the Rockets Media Day was in the evening. I was going to do a turnaround, come back and make that. And then somebody said, no, bro, it's like 11 o'clock. So I ain't going to make that.
Yeah.
It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to
11
happen.
to 2. So, yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about it. What went down? What was said? What do we need to know about these Houston Rockets?
But majority of comments are posted on my YouTube channel, Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. A lot of the guys talking defense, which is great to hear to an old head like me who loves defense. But truly, fans, Rocket fans, Mr. Gibson, fans of Kevin Porter Jr., go to the channel. I posted 5 or 6 of comments from him. You can just hear it in his voice. He's at peace with himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's maturing now. He's much more mature. He's even philosophical. Some of his comments and what his remarks to us. So it was good to see. You know, he's found his happy place, and being happy. He's enjoying life every day. He's enjoying the simple things in life. So he's not worried about his contract. He's looking forward to having a breakout season, and he's at peace with everything around him now. So it was good to hear him talk like that.
You know, what's interesting is that one of our colleagues said it felt like he's found a home.
Yes, but I say that, hey, CJ, only because money.
Okay.
And
home is where the money is.
If he's and the Rockets don't agree to an extension before the season starts, and he bets on himself, and he has a great season, then another NBA team may offer him money that the Rockets think is too high.
Okay.
That's slim. I think the Rockets going to have fans, if you don't realize it. They may have about $70 million in cap space next summer.
Wow.
Okay? $70 million. So they got room. It's just a question of how much money they want to invest in Scoot.
Yeah, let's do this real quick. Let's let them know that is not a sign that they're going to go after LeBron James or Kevin Durant or something like that. Because when you say big numbers and cap space, somebody puts out a blog or puts out a post that the Rockets are building up a war chest so that they can make a run for LeBron or Kevin Durant or Steph Curry or something like that. And that's not what's going on.
I think, and I'm not even sure how realistic this name is, but Chris Middleton.
Okay.
LeBron is too old. A lot of the free agents who will be free agents, a lot of the guys who will be free agents next summer are older and not on the same timeline as the Rockets timeline. LeBron ain't coming to the Rockets. That's not happening.
Right.
So Chris Middleton, he's older.
Okay.
So I don't see him leaving the Bucks.
Yeah.
But he played at A&M, so he knows people down here.
Gotcha.
But timeline-wise, the Rockets, I don't believe Chris Middleton coming here would make them a championship team next season. So why bother? That's my thinking.
I heard Chris Gardner joining us here on Throwback Thursday. I heard the name Kevin Porter Jr., of course, our Jalen Green, and I heard Sagoon.
Al Prince Sengun, yeah.
Right. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Talking English.
Yeah, are we saying that that's the big three for the team? I mean, what about Jabari Smith? I mean, who would you designate as the big three for this team?
Jalen, Jabari, and Scoot.
Okay.
Me. Now, LP had a great summer, played for Turkey national team. He's better. He and Jabari might be 3A and 3B, which gives you an example of the Rockets' foundation looks pretty strong.
Yeah.
Young, talented players. So whether you have LP as the third one, part of the big three, we're splitting hairs here. So they're going to play on a court together. So we'll see if it fits and flows.
Yeah, I got you. Chris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, giving us kind of a recap of the Rockets Media Day, which was this past Monday. What about the other young man that they drafted this year who had a great summer?
Tari Eason.
Yeah, Tari Eason had a great summer. What's the plans with him? What do you think that he brings to this roster?
Man, your dude, Eric Gordon, is not. No. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna use broken English. Ain't going nowhere. It looks like.
Yeah.
Because EG, the staff loves him. He's a veteran. He provides leadership in the locker room, still plays well on the court, still one of their better defenders, which says a lot about the Rockets' previous defensive players.
Right.
So it sounds like he's going to start.
Okay.
So if he starts, then that will be Eric, Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr., Jabari, and Alfred Şengün.
Okay. Very young lineup.
Right? That's why you want Eric in there to stabilize, be the vet presence. But if
Right.
he starts, then that means Jayshawn Tate will come off the bench.
Yeah.
If he does that, then that will probably cut into Tari Eason's minutes.
Yeah.
So, which in that case, KJ Martin may never see light of day here in Rockets uniform.
We've already come to that conclusion. The odd man out is kind of going to be one of my favorite players, KJ Martin. Big fan of his dad at the University of Cincinnati, and of course, when he came into the league. And I said when Martin was picked up by the Rockets, this kid can jump out of the gym, and he showed everybody he could do just that. Is that a good problem to have, or is that going to be a problem in the locker room on the bench?
It's never a bad thing to have talented players.
Yeah.
A lot of talented players.
Yeah.
The Rockets have improved their talent level, their depth, still very young, inexperienced. KJ Martin his session Monday was less than 2 minutes, and basically it was, I'm here to do my job. I'm here to do my job. Yeah. So you got him, Garrison Matthews, three-point shooter. He's a better three-point shooter than KJ. If you're going to play Tari Eason, okay? So that's three guys right there off the bench.
Yeah.
If Jayshawn Tate's three-point shot is better,
then
he's going to play some of the small forward, which may be better for him than small ball five.
Right.
And then you got Usman Garuba, who played well overseas for Spain as a big man.
Yeah.
So where is he going to play? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Then you got Malik Cauley-Stein, who's not with the team yet, but most likely he will be part of the rotation as a backup big man. Yeah. So, and I haven't.
Boban out there. Was Boban really out there? Was that?
Oh yeah, he's out there, and man, he's a great dude. He's a great.
I love him. I love him.
He's a great dude, down to earth, and Boban, and apparently he and Tari Eason have connected. So it might be some commercials with those two down the line. Who knows? But it's just great. Josh Christopher in the backcourt.
Yeah.
So you see Daisy Nix in the backcourt.
Yeah.
Tata Washington will probably be in the G League for development because he won't get a lot of minutes early. So y'all see it. Yeah. Talent is there.
Yeah.
Got to get chemistry.
Yeah.
Fit together and some experience.
Yeah. Well, what that means is Coach Silas has got to do his job. He's got to balance that locker room and balance those minutes. So we'll see how that all plays out. Kris, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. Got some other questions for you. We got to get down there to the U of H. Some people have some questions for you. So we will be right back. Kris Gardner.
Women's basketball? Women's basketball? UH?
Just stop, man. Don't mess with me early. All right, we'll be right back with Kris right after this on the lunch.
If you're looking for a sports program that gives you the flavor.
Washington Commanders? Really?
This whole thing stinks to high heaven.
That pulls no punches.
Thuggish act by a thuggish actor.
That gives you some humor.
Praise everything LeBron does and never criticize it.
If you want a show that gives you good times, then this is that show. BS3 Network proudly presents.
I am Cole Johnson, and welcome to
Cole Sports with a Z. Every Friday on Patreon, and every Saturday on YouTube, Spreaker, and all other outlets.
All right. We're just in the editing mode now, man. We're a few edits away, and then the real work begins as we try to get the networks to pick it up and some screens to start streaming it. So I was going
to ask you that. So what's the plan for it? Will it be in the theaters, streaming platforms? What?
That the plan is all of the above. The plan is all the above. And I'll be honest, we do have a couple of large network houses that are or media houses that are looking at it, but we got to get them something that just gonna make them say, "Huh." If we can make it, you make a media executive say, "Huh," you got a shot. If they don't, well is not good, huh is. Yeah.
Good luck, brother. Let me know if I need to get a tuxedo.
Well, brother, when the premiere happens, you'll be there. So yeah, you come ready to roll. Hey, we got.
Can I bring a +1?
Of course.
I'm putting stuff out there. I mean, let me stop.
Yeah. You better, and it better be the one I wanted to.
And will it be here in town? Where will it be?
It will probably be Tennessee related.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check her schedule then. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, we got to do something real quick, man. And I probably shouldn't do this because, man, we might get in trouble. But let me do this real quick. I wouldn't do it except for if it was you with me. So let's hit this up real quick. Stay there. He's like, this dude is calling somebody. Might get it, might not. Might get it, might not. Dialing for dollars. It ain't happening.
Caller ID.
Yeah. I was trying to call our brother, wish him a happy anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, trying to get our brother a happy anniversary. Him and his wife Tiffany celebrating some years today. I think like 25 or something.
It might be busy, man.
You know what I mean? Well, hey. I get in there in the middle of the day because I get a shot. But
hey, grown folks get busy. You get older, you got get it in where you can, man. Job, duties, responsibilities.
I'm not messing with you, man. Hey, I just watched Boomerang again for the 999th time. It wasn't on network TV. It was on one of the ancillary HBO channels, and man, I was like, that old boy's parents in that bathroom, man.
Oh man,
oh my god,
man.
Again, an extremely underrated movie, man.
And that soundtrack is sensational.
Absolutely. And I don't care what people say. Very good acting.
Yes,
very good acting.
I enjoyed it. I still enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Kris. You want to bring up U of H women, but folks want to talk about U of H men because more and more ranking polls have them top 3. Lowest I've seen them was number 5, and that was a random poll. So, I mean,
high is number 1.
High is number 1, low is number 5. Nothing below that. For real?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And I was saying this to Andy Yanez, and I'll get back to the point in a second. I said, Andy, because we left practice Tuesday, and I said, man, it's been 40 years since UH men's basketball has been this highly ranked preseason. And of course, young fella says, man, I wasn't even thought about it. I was like, yeah, man, I know. You're like 22 years old, man. You have no idea.
Baby, hush.
So, yeah. But yes, and a lot of it is talent, for sure. Kelvin Sampson.
Yeah.
But also, how polls are.
Hold on, Kris.
Uh-oh.
Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this calling? Oh, deep voice joker.
Yeah, trying to get Barry White on it. Yeah.
Sound like Larry Graham on 1 in a Million.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good call.
Hey, happy anniversary, man.
Thank you.
You sound like you had to run out in the hallway off the 9 to 5.
No, that's not. Tell them what I said.
Your brother's in here talking bad about you. He said you in the middle of the day getting it in.
Come on, man.
I know. You see how he act?
Come on.
Happy anniversary, brother, to you and your wife, man.
How many years is it, Willie? Is it 25?
I got 15 years in the rap game.
15. Okay, I didn't gave you too many. All right, 15 years.
Yes, sir.
How's it feel, man? Would if you had to renew the license every year, what number would you be on?
I don't explain that one.
If you had to renew your marriage with her every year, would you be at 15?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, I know, because you know she got people listening, so you better have said that. Though.
Yeah. Without question. That's why I had to make sure I understood the question properly.
I don't even like that you had to make me rephrase the question.
Well,
that was smart.
Are you saying that it feels like I'm a newlywed, so it's one every year? That's why I was like, wait a minute, what that mean?
You cleaning it up real good, dog. You cleaning it up real good.
Without question.
I ain't mad at you, boy. Look, you were smart enough to marry her, so you clearly smart enough to keep her.
True.
Absolutely.
What you doing for the big day? What you doing for the big celebration?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Great answer. Great answer.
No,
Great
you're
answer,
not.
Willie.
Look, now on this show, you've been interviewed before. What are you doing for the big celebration?
Next question. No.
Will, are you going to take responsibility, Will?
Yeah, I can't, like you said, she got people listening. So,
Man, I love it, brother.
We're today we're going. Yeah, I'll tell you offline. I'm not gonna put my pictures out the street like that. I'll tell you offline.
I leaned back.
Smart, brother. Smart, brother. Very smart.
We was going to get some tea, boy. I was going to take some notes.
I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. He call us later, man. Don't do it.
This is 40 years of journalism here, Doc. I'd have made people answer stuff they didn't even think they wanted to answer. So.
He almost went Ed Bradley. Wait a minute. No, we're not doing that.
Hey, I just asked Kris Gardner about the University of Houston Cougars men's team. I've seen them at no lower than 5, a lot of 3s, a lot of 2s, and there are even some number 1s out there. What are your thoughts being on the outside looking in?
Truthfully, that's high for me. But again, I'm not a fan of preseason polls as it is. So to me, it's a non-factor. That's just, we'll see in January.
Okay.
But that is high. That is high. But now the next question follow-up would be, who would I have above them? I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Well, hold on. It's your anniversary, so I'm gonna let you do this. Real quick, Keith Hennig said, happy anniversary, newlywed. She doesn't have you trained yet.
She doesn't. That's true.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I'm him today.
Yeah, sis, I'm going to edit this so you don't have to fish through the rest of the stuff. I got this time stamp right where that is. I got it right at 23:50. Got it.
Yeah, I'm him today.
So, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. You can go ahead and put North Carolina in there somewhere.
He wants to. He wants to. Yeah, he wants
to. I know. Are they above or below U of H? Go ahead and say it with your chest.
Oh, Carolina's above. Oh, without question. Carolina's above.
Duke.
Coaching change. I'll put UH above Duke for now.
Kansas.
Kansas, below.
I'm gonna give you one more because they were kind of like a surprise down there. Arkansas.
All right, I'll go above just to cover myself because I said there was too high for him. I'll go above.
Okay. All right. So right now he's got Duke. He's got North Carolina. He's got Arkansas, and I guess U of H is third then.
I would throw away. I'm really him today with what I'm about to say. I'll go ahead and put Michigan State in there as well. Go ahead. I know.
Put Kentucky in there before you put Michigan State in there.
I know. No, I can only imagine.
I'm not even watching, but I know the face.
Yeah. You got that face like I want to go to a break.
He's doing a gas face, Will. He's doing a gas face, man. Remember that? Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to pretend like it was an accident. I'm going to hang up on you dead in your face.
Only because, I mean, that dude, he does it. I don't know how, but every year he shows up. I mean, granted, but I send my nephew, my son to play for him, probably not, but he always ends up in the mix. He always ends up in the building.
All right, look, before we go to break, let me change the subject because you made my stomach hurt. Yesterday, I had a coffee cup, and I couldn't wait till my break, so I lifted up my coffee cup. It was from Starbucks. I say big shout out to Dana Hogan. Just big shout out to Coach D.
I'm not messing with that. I'm already, because I got something for Sunday I want to say, but it's going to be real. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting.
Save it for the show, big man. In my Bill Walton voice, save it for the show, big man. What does
as they say, that's called a tease.
Yeah, let's
Sunday, 4:30 Eastern.
Let's
new time this Sunday.
This Sunday. What time? 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and mess with Kris a little bit. Boy, y'all barely beat Rice, god dog it. Y'all barely beat Rice. Ooh! Woo! For a minute.
We touched on it. I know me. I speak the truth. I know what I saw. So yeah.
Look, sometimes the better team don't always win.
And you know what? No one in the authority is responsible for anything.
Willie, you have a great rest of your day. Happy anniversary to you and my sis again. Thanks for dropping in for a hot minute, man. We appreciate you.
Oh, that's it, man. You cut me off. I gotta go. That's it.
Oh, Doc, what else you got? I got to go to a break. You want to hang on?
Oh, I'll call you back.
Okay.
Hit your break. I ain't trying to mess up the turkey money. Go ahead, hit your break. I'll call you back.
All right, Willie. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Like a little kid at Chuck E. Cheese don't want to go home. All right, man. We're going to take this quick break. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E. Streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3.
When the man said that Sharifa Barksdale is on the verge, she's getting ready to set the world record. And I lost concentration and I followed off that hurdle. I was devastated.
Posición game ball de Canadá, dominando la prueba y la estadounidense Sharifa Barksdale está en.
When I fell over that hurdle, it ended my career. And then all of a sudden, my coach grabs me by the throat. And I was going through some paperwork and seeing that he had spent 10 years in prison. And I was just like floored. It turned to domestic violence. I was terrified. So if I left, I don't know if I was going to die. My family didn't know if they was going to get a phone call to say that Sharifa was dead.
Hey, yeah, 10 radio, I said a vehicle took a shot at me. Southbound on East 95th.
Broke the U.S. record in the 400-meter hurdles. Represented the United States of America.
Imagine being on the biggest, fastest roller coaster that you have ever been on. That's the way my life was for 20 years.
I never had no trouble out of her being what she wanted to be. Because if this is what she wanted to be a runner, well, God bless her, and he did.
One of my favorite parts of being in Harriman, Tennessee a couple of weeks ago was interviewing her 97-year-old mother. Mama had some stuff to say. And man, I tell you what, it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be compelling.
That got me right there. That hook. Yeah.
Bruh. I mean, you think you just flipped over a hurdle. Next thing you know, somebody choking the life out of you. I'm like, oh, no.
I'm looking forward to this, man.
Yep. The last hurdle, true Olympian story, the life of Dr. Sharifa Barksdale, 4-time Olympian. And I tell you what, just get ready. We'll keep you posted. All right, Kris Gardner, you heard Willie's comments about who he puts above your Houston Cougars. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm more with Will on polls mean nothing, but I want to say one of the reasons that preseason polls haven't ranked so high is because of what they did last year without two of the best guards.
Right.
They made it to the Elite Eight without Marcus Sasser and Jamon Mark.
Yep.
Those two are back healthy now, and they've added 5-star Jarris Walker and 2 4-stars. So that's why. But Coach Kelvin Sampson will say, and anybody ask him, which would be a mistake.
Right.
I don't care about rankings.
Right.
I don't care about preseason polls.
Yeah.
I want them to be good, get better September to October, and October, November, and play our best ball in March. That's what I want. He didn't care about rankings.
Right.
So, but you didn't say anything about Gonzaga, my man.
I won't. It wasn't an accident. That was not a slip. I mean, again, there are teams that you don't care about preseason polls, and then you got teams that all they are is the preseason poll. I mean, listen, when's the last time Gonzaga did it? When's the last time they did it?
Well, I mean, they have not won a championship. They have yet to do it. They've been number one for many times lately. So
I give them a lot of credit for a lot of things. I give them credit for, how they handled Mark Few. Give them credit for that. Give them credit for, some of the athletes they have, given us the chance to enjoy and to watch and what have you. But man, I started a series last night. Finish what you start. They've never finished what they started.
Very true.
Yeah.
And until they do it, we can't really say anything more than that because they haven't done it yet. So
I mean, if you want to put them up there, again, we're talking about preseason poll. What are we talking about? Practice, not the games, not the game. We're talking about practice. So So what then would you say? You say North Carolina, Gonzaga. You said Kentucky. U of H, of course, is in the mix. The team I want to keep talking about for a little bit is Arkansas, because Arkansas gave a very good Duke team all they could handle, but them boys played ball throughout the season in the SEC and really got hot during the tournament.
Yeah, they got talent coming in too. They got talent to replace. They have to replace, but all these teams do. It's college basketball, so they're in the mix. If I'm looking forward to the season. I'm so hyped and excited because, as you know, the 2023 Men's Final Four will be in H-Town. So that's also probably another reason the Cougs are getting some love about that.
Yeah.
So the storyline, would it be great if Houston was able to play in their own city for the Final Four?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, sure would.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. In fact, to my bestest friend, Ryan McGinty, how you doing, dog? How you doing, brother? You look good, smell good, feel good.
That's
send
smart.
you some of those Tiff Tree cookies over there.
That's smart. You should do that. that's smart as well. Yeah. And I'll see you tomorrow night, right?
Will you see me tomorrow night? No, you won't. Let me tell you why. I'll be heading back up to Fort Worth for the State Fair Classic.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Got a business proposal to present to them from JM&E. They don't have a TV partner for that game.
Why not? Yeah. Okay. Make that happen. Yep.
And brother, I'm in a whole different mode right now. But yeah, I did see the thing. I'm well in the list on that. So I appreciate you getting me.
Very good. Yes, sir.
All right. So that's that. You want to talk about women's ball a little bit before we get to what you want to talk about. Kim Mulkey. What the Hades? I'm listening.
And the irony to me is, I don't want to name the person, but you know her as well. She and I talked about this like 2-3 months ago. She's like, Kris, have you noticed Kim Mulkey has not said anything about BG? And I thought about it. I was like, you're right. I'm not surprised. Go ahead.
Let me do this. Let me set the stage. For those who don't know, Kim Mulkey was asked by a reporter stated that he had not seen any comments from her on Brittany Griner being arrested and detained in Russia. And Kim Mulkey's response, and I quote, was, "And you won't," end quote.
Yep. That's who she is. She's stubborn. And I think it's personal between her and Brittany. Go back years on that. I want to get into all of the stuff about that, but I think that as well. And Kim Mulkey's defenders, well, why should she comment on a player who broke the law? Do you understand an American citizen is being detained in Russia for how many, what is it? How many ounces? I mean, some minuscule amount. But, you know, those folks just really show who they are.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they're showing their true colors, and honestly.
Right.
Kim Mulkey is too.
Yeah.
To a lot of folks.
Yep.
So the question now becomes, what do the players she's recruiting and the players' parents think about this? Do they care enough? Is it a big deal to them that she won't defend, speak up, speak out for a former player who helped her win a championship? Because
40-0.
40-0. Because to me, if she doesn't have the back of her former players, why would you want to play for her? Because it seems to me that if you need her help when it's that cutting time, she's like, and you won't. So I'd be like, thank you very much, coach. I'm going somebody else. I'm going to go play for Don Staley. You know, somebody who has my back, has my support. You know.
The current head coach of Baylor, who did not coach Brittany Griner, had more compassion without litigating her conviction or innocence or anything. She had this unique thing that's obviously new to our society called compassion.
Yes.
Which Kim Mulkey could not seem to find. And you've got history with this young lady.
Yep. That's why it's personal. It's petty. It's personal. Coach Nikki Collins, Baylor, showed the empathy.
Right.
You know, didn't coach Brittany, as you said. But it doesn't, to me, it's not that difficult to have some empathy for the situation if you have it in you. If you're going to spend time making excuses, yeah, she did this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you made your bed. I'm not going to mess with you. You know, so 10 years hard labor in Russia for, I mean, that itty bitty amount.
Yeah.
Vaping wasn't one of her defenses. It was prescription.
Yeah.
So it's prescribed.
Yeah.
And y'all still, see, she broke the law. Well, not if it's prescribed. No, it wasn't. You know, I mean, but Kim Mulkey is who she is. And you can go back when COVID first hit. Some of her reactions, I'm not wearing no damn mask.
Yeah.
You know, that's who she is.
And then she half blank wore it when she did wear a mask.
Yeah, she wore it on basically around her chin. So,
yeah. I was proud to see some of her former players come out and speak up about her and just let it be known who she really was. I don't think, and I got to go tongue in cheek when I say this, because I never thought I would live to see a black president. I never thought I'd live to see a black vice president. I never thought I'd live to see a black woman vice president, black woman Supreme Court justice. I don't think I will see in my lifetime where an entire culture of people decide not to go to an LSU because they're protesting someone like a Kim Mulkey. I don't think I'll live to see that in my lifetime. I'd like to see it, but I don't think I will.
Agree. And I don't know the name of her, but she committed yesterday to LSU.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so that's her choice. That's her parents' choice. I'm just saying, based on what I heard Kim Mulkey say, and she was adamant, strong from her chest in what she said it, and you won't. I would want to play for her.
Yeah. And hear me when I say, when I'm talking about culture, I'm not talking about black culture, because I don't think it was a race thing.
No.
But when you got a grown adult who has complete power, she don't have it like she had it at Baylor, but she got a lot of power at LSU. When you have that person who cannot be compassionate about you, if life happens and you make a bad choice, a bad decision, notice I didn't say mistake, bad choice, bad decision. That's not the time to kick somebody to the curb. That's the time to be that adult that has that complete power, and at least say something compassionate.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can have that one, Doc. You can have that one.
Yeah.
If she and I are the only two in a room and I have to come out with an interview, I'll come out and give my resignation because I'm not coming out with an interview from her. I'm not.
She really hasn't changed. It's just more noticeable now.
Well, it's just like with everything else. It really didn't change. It just became more noticeable, more acceptable in their mind.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Because I remember her talking. It wasn't really an interview. I talked with her at Big 12 Media Day years ago, and my eyes were opened based on the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got to cover the year that TSU played them in the first round of the tournament. I rode up there and, of course, got in the pool interview, but she made some comments then that was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And my eyes opened last year at Big 12 Media Day by one of the players who was under, he was still at Baylor. Coach Mulkey left, so she played under Coach Mulkey. My eyes and ears opened up with some of the things she said about Coach Mulkey. Basically, sum it up. She didn't miss her at all.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah. And hear me when I say, I get that some of these young ladies, we're talking about the young ladies now, extremely limited opportunities. Not like the men, extremely limited opportunities. So, it's easy for me to sit here and say, you should not go there because of somebody's behavior like that. But, I don't want folks to miss out on these opportunities that they earned.
Yes.
Not that they've been given, but that they earned. Folks on this, will they give you a scholarship? No, I earned a scholarship. So I wouldn't want them to miss out on that. But I'll just say it like this. I'll be glad when the Kim Mulkey likes and the Kim Mulkey herself are no longer in that position.
Yes.
I don't want her to die. I don't want her to get sick. I don't want bad things to happen to her. I just want her to move on.
Yes.
I just want her to move on.
It's going to be a minute.
Oh, I know.
But yeah. Are you going to take a break? Because I want to say two things about UH women's basketball.
Let me take that quick break. We'll come back with those two things. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review right here on the lunch break. Powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Yeah, that's the entire lineup right there at BS3. There's probably a couple of other shows that have since come back on. So, again, check out BS3 TV on your Roku streaming device or go to bs3network.com, bs3network.com. Great stuff, great content. You'll be glad you did. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, hanging out with me on Throwback Thursday as we should. I got to leave about 7 minutes at the end of the show to play something I was looking for yesterday.
Okay.
And it's, believe it or not, it's in connection with the University of Michigan on the football side, though. On the football side. So, Kris, you want to say two things about U of H women's basketball. Before you get started, be nice.
I am.
I'm listening.
Yesterday was the first practice for UH women's basketball. Me and my youngsters, James Mueller and Giannis, were there.
Okay, you're doing good.
And one thing Coach Huey said to us that blew our minds, which we did not know. He said last season's team average, so this is per game, 9 times per game, they fouled in the last 4 seconds of the shot clock.
Wow.
So that is an example, as he put it, we were beating ourselves. Okay. That's one thing we got to fix. And we're like, 9 times per game, they fouled in the last 4 seconds of the shot clock. So that's either giving up free points, possession, or whatever. So that's the thing you got to correct. Also, we spoke with Brittany Onyeje, Maria Patterson, and Layla Blair. And if folks who don't know, missed it in the news, Kayla Chiser, 26 years of age, last month, died of an aneurysm. She's from Houston. Her mom is SWA there at Houston. She was the Cougs director of women's basketball operations. So I asked Layla, Bria, and Brittany their thoughts on this. One of the things for this season is to play for Kayla. So I got their answers on that. These young ladies are 20, 21 years old. So same generation. So not everybody that age has dealt with the loss of someone close to them. Mm-hmm. So those comments from them are on the Houston Roundball Review, but they're going to do their best to play for Kayla, and make her proud. Right. So that Coach Huey touched on it. They're trying to get approval from a conference office that they can get KC or something on their jerseys throughout. So for every game, if the conference does not approve that, then they'll have some shooting shirts that you see before the games, number 44, Kayla Chiser, on those. So,
and let me be clear, since the football team is not quite clear, that would be approval from the AAC.
Correct, the American Athletic Conference, not the Big 12. Yes, the AAC.
Yeah,
because they're in the AAC until July 1st, 2023. Yes.
Good Lord.
They seem to forgot. Yes.
And don't want to remember. So anyway.
And that's why we're here, to remind them. Yes.
Right. That's our job. That's our job. All right, brother. Listen, man, I got to wrap us up a little bit early today.
No problem.
Get the football stuff going, and then I got to play this clip. If you get a chance, check it out. Will sent it to me.
Okay.
And it's Will said he said you petty.
He brought it up. AJ brought it up.
But he said you petty.
But it's all good. No shame in my game. I love my school, and I will call them out when they deserve to be called out. So, and they've done a lot to shoot themselves in the foot in terms of that football head coach and his comments recently. Yeah. He owned up for it because he had to after he was roasted for, I ain't taking responsibility for that. You in charge, man. Okay. So he fessed up Monday, or someone Sunday told him, yo, man, you need to fix this. So he kind of fixed it on Monday. They play Tulane Friday football. I think they're going to lose, as in Houston's going to lose to Tulane. But all that aside, brother, if I may, as I wrap it up, go to my website, HoustonRoundballReview.com, or Houston Roundball Review on Instagram or YouTube. I got comments from TSU head coach, Coach Ski, Coach Jones, PV's Byron Smith, and Coach Sandy Pugh. Last thing, we got to talk about this real quick. Coach Pugh said, family, folks watching this lunch break, Coach Pugh, Sandy Pugh, head coach of Prairie View A&M women's basketball, says their goal is to make 5 3-pointers per quarter this season. Yes, 5 3-pointers per quarter. Check it out on Instagram, Houston Roundball Review on YouTube. Clips there. Also, I'm on Twitter at the HR Review. Last thing, since 1994, the Houston Roundball Review. Local name, global perspective.
Love you for real, brother. Love you for real. Hey, I'll be tapped into you to see what comes out of tomorrow.
Sounds good. All right, man. Love you.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
All right, Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review. Always, always good brother. You know how I feel about him. And listen, follow him. The H Review on Twitter. And then you can go to the website, HoustonRoundballReview.com. HoustonRoundballReview.com. All right, don't forget, got to have your picks in by tonight, 6 o'clock p.m. for the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. Keisha Kelly won the $50 this past week. You can win $50 this week. You don't have to do anything except get me your picks by tonight, 6 o'clock p.m. for tonight's Thursday night game, all of the Sunday games, and then the Monday night game. Now, if they move the Tampa Bay game, then, still pick that game. Whatever day they move it to will still count if you get it right. So don't worry about, the game might get moved here, there, or on this day. Just pick who you think is going to win the game. We'll take care of where it goes. Don't forget that New Orleans game as well. They'll be playing over in London early Sunday morning. So how do you get them to me? Text me, 832-403-5005. Give me who you think's going to win. Don't worry about point spread. For the Monday night game, give me the exact final score for both teams. 25-15, 30-3, whatever you think the score is going to be for both teams, get that to me, 832-403-5005. You can also email me, aj@jonesmediaandent.com, aj@jonesmediaandent.com. You'll get the phrase "got them" back from either myself or the interns, Destiny or Ebony. Say nice things to them. They're doing a great job, and you're in. That's it. No admission fee, no registration fee, no point spreads, no differentials, none of that. However you pick them is how you pick them. In fact, y'all need to get with CJ because, baby, she knows how to pick them. So, again, we'll see who will win $50 this week. If you're in the top 6 at the end of the year, you can win $500 cash. All right? All right, Willie Gibson, you blessed me with something, man, and I want to share it with our listening audience. I don't own the rights to this. It is courtesy of Fox Sports. When they were covering the University of Michigan, they talked about a young man that I want to introduce to some of you, man. This clip brought me to tears. So I'm going to go off with this. Y'all check this out. Again, if you're on Facebook, they may cut it off because, they real janky. But just jump over to YouTube or to Roku and you can check it out. But again, this is a heart-compelling story, and it's bigger than sports. All right, as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it except meet me here tomorrow for Freestyle Friday. I got an amazing, hilarious guest, formerly of the NFL. We'll talk to him tomorrow right here on The Lunch Break. Y'all be blessed.
As you drove by the golf course, filling up with tailgaters, the history that has been created at this place, well, this place, Tom, is just different.
There have been crowds, Rob, here in excess of 115,000 gathered to experience some of the great moments in Michigan football history. But there was a moment earlier this summer experienced by just a handful, which is another way to appreciate what this program means. When one young man found a way to cross the goal line and had an experience that no scoreboard can begin to measure.
That's what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be scoring, touchdowns. Michi at Michigan scoring touchdowns. You worked hard for this and you're still here.
From his earliest days growing up in Muskegon, Michigan, Demetrius Walker, known as Michi, had a bold vision and a destination.
Michigan. that would be a blessing to get an offer from your dream school that you always wanted to go to, you know? The dream was to go to the NFL.
A 6'5", 260-pound defensive lineman at Muskegon High. As a junior, Michi already had 10 scholarship offers from schools like Michigan State and Kentucky. Until midway through the 2020 season, when knee pain led doctors to a stunning diagnosis.
We went in there, we got x-rays. He said that it looked like cancer. He said osteosarcoma. That's exactly the cancer it was.
Tears. I was more angry more than anything. I just wanted to hold my son and never let him go.
My heart was broken. I ran right upstairs, banging on the wall, doors, all type of stuff, and just crying. It was crazy when we first found out.
That fall, as Michi became a father, he began 9 months of chemotherapy to fight the cancer in his left leg.
Chemo was rough. He was sick all the time. He basically carried around a bucket to throw up in, but he never quit. He still uplifted us. He was still Michi.
Even with the treatments, by September 2021, Michi found out the tumors had returned. Despite surgery to amputate his leg, by January of this year, the cancer had spread.
Now I'm going through like lung cancer. It happened in my jaw. I got it on my right side. I got it all on my back, man. And I'm losing my life at the same time.
We don't know how long he has. It's spreading fast.
I fear of dying, man. I don't want to die, especially not young. I know we all have to go someday, but I got too much to live for right now. I just turned 18. You know, I still have a lot of life ahead of me, man. I try my best every day to get up, to stay strong for the family, for my son, and for my brother.
Earlier this year, Michi entered hospice care. The Michigan football program became aware of his story through his care team, and in mid-August, invited him for a day he'd never forget.
What's up, big man?
Just being there, I didn't even notice the pain no more.
My old jersey.
Just enjoyment that took the pain away. It's almost like I deserved it.
The day culminated in Michi out on the field with the Wolverines.
How we doing? Doing good. Coach Roundball. God. Good to see you, man.
It's like I really experienced true love from the team, a real brotherhood, like they seen me 1,000 times before.
From greeting the team to joining them. As practice ended, in the rain, there was a final play called by their coach.
Michi, our good friend here from Muskegon. He's gonna score a touchdown today. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Break it down. Blue on three, blue on me. 1, 2, 3.
It was so beautiful. We cried. and we hugged. If Michi did forget about fighting, that helped him. It helped him.
It wasn't a cure, but it was a moment that gave one family another reason to keep fighting.
We need one miracle. Just one. After that, the rest is history.
I believe that I can find my way out of this. I believe that I can be in it the second time. I still have a lot to do. I haven't done nothing yet, you know. So, I'm just fine for life right now, man.
For all Michi experienced that day, his connection with this program goes on. He was at the team hotel last night, in team meetings with the Wolverines. He was at the team meal Friday night. And he arrived here at the stadium, in the locker room, surrounded by and greeted by the Wolverine players, deepening that connection. Also, the fight has led to a continuation of care for Michi. You can imagine the medical costs that he and his family face. A GoFundMe page has been set up to try to help his family with that extraordinary burden. And the University of Michigan Medical Center is offering Michi treatment, even as he's in hospice care, to try to continue with his fight. The spirit, Rob, of this big house seen through the lens of one story and one family's fight. Go Michi.